The following is a production of the Dallas Genealogical Society. For more information, please visit our website at dallasgenealogy.com.
This is Family Tree Maker Special Interest Group for the Dallas Genealogical Society in August 2021. Today we're going to talk about color coding and bookmarks in helping you with your research. This file has a lot of information in it. You can see there's over 30,000 people in it. To make my life a little easier, color coding can help. One of the things that they have done is make it real easy if you want to just separate it out by grandparents. If you go to this little color wheel up in the right, 5 in from the far right, up at the top, you have all these different color codes. You can say all ancestors and pick a color group. If you click on this one, it automatically will color code all your people by grandmas or grandparents all the way back. And then it places a little dot by each of those people. That is the color that they have been assigned. The other way to do it, which is probably better, I'm going to clear all these colors, is to go to your ancestor in each line and do the current person and all his descendants. Come on, well, clear colors. Start over. All right, it's going to croak. And anytime you have that happen, it's going to lose your connection to the tree. And you have to go in and reopen it. Color code, clear all colors. Okay. So I'm going to take him under all descendants and click red. Come on, go. And something is going on where it's not going to back up. All right, Family Tree Maker is not wanting to behave today. There we go. It marked all of his descendants with a red dot. Now I can go down to his son Adam and his wife Mary. Well, I don't have enough people on him. Wait a minute. And the touchstones, go back to green. And I can say I want all of his descendants to be green. And you can go on down from there and make them all different colors. And at some point, it adds multiple colors. So you can figure out by looking at them very quickly where they fall into place. And see, this one has 2 dots because he's got both in there. And let me go on further down. Well, come on. There we go, Taunton. This is it. Well, we can do him. And say I want him yellow. And I want him orange. Notice how these people are getting colors changed in there. By the time you get here, you have 4 colors. So you can go up this line and do the same thing. So you can see what this is effectively doing is adding colors to all your different people. And there's only 8 colors. So, you kind of have to pick and choose which ones you really want to do. And make them far enough apart so that they can, you can see what they're doing. Oops. I don't know why it keeps doing that when I click on an arrow. Oops, I went to the wrong person. And because you've got these dots over here, it helps you figure out what you're really looking at and who you're looking at by line. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So by the time you get down to the brick person, she has all 8 colors because you've got all 8 figured out. And that is color coding in Family Tree Maker. You can do it in different ways. Of course, you can just color code one person at a time and make them a specific color. Like if you wanted to make all your Revolutionary War patriots red, all the War of 1812 blue, then you can do that. The other thing we were going to talk about is bookmarks. I do have some people bookmarked in here. And I usually go to the furthest person back to bookmark. So I know where I am. And some of these need to come out because we don't know for sure. So like on Williams, it can take me straight to him. This McDonald, it will take me straight to him. So if you're trying to figure out where your holes are, you go and you mark them as your bookmark. And then you work on that line. For a long time on the Hawthorns, it's William Hawthorne, I worked on them a long time before I got Henry. So for a long time, Louisiana was it. But just as soon as I found her father, I took the bookmark off of her and put it on him. And it's real easy to do because all you do, let me come up here to him, is right mouse click on him and delete the bookmark.
So you made up a section called bookmarks, or you just?
No, they have those.
Oh,
If you go to the right-hand side under your index,
I see them. Yeah.
down at the bottom, you have bookmarks.
Right.
And you can right mouse click on any group of people you want to bookmark. and put add bookmark. Click on, right mouse click on them and go add bookmark.
And you did it to which people now?
My furthest one back that I need to find the parents for.
Got it. Thank you.
Because that makes it real short to get to that person. And this is a tree I don't, I haven't worked on in a long time. So, and actually this is the one I'm totally redoing, but the bookmarks help in that respect, because then when you find a new group of people, then you can go on and bookmark them. And actually, I've got one of my client trees, which is color coded, but I have not put in any bookmarks. And it shut down.
Oh.
It hasn't done this in a long time. Crash. So it makes me think the interface with the internet is doing something in Family Tree Maker. Anyway, so like my oldest person in this file for this line is Abraham Ditto. So I can bookmark him by adding a bookmark. And if I go down to the next one where I have a surname, like Jane, her dad is the furthest back, I can add a bookmark there. If you're watching, here's my bookmarks. And then I'm working on her parents right now, but for now, she's the one I'm going to bookmark. When I finally figure out who her parents are, I'll remove that bookmark and add the parent. So every time and like I said, I haven't taken the time to really do that on this file. So hang on a minute. Just got a text. So it makes it much easier to when you want to try to find somebody that you need to work on. I mean, you can bookmark anybody. So like if you're working on a particular family, you may want to bookmark that particular person. Be aware that there's also a history group of the last people that you have actually worked on. I have found though that this is not real good for figuring out who you were last working on or the groups of people you were last working on. I haven't figured out their algorithm for what they put here.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. These Dukes I worked on a long time ago. The last people I've been working on was Michael Ditto and The Simpsons. But yet there she is, but I'm not finding much else.
Do you think maybe you have to go in sometime and clear them somehow?
I don't know. They clear themselves. Only so much can go in it, and then something else comes in. But like, I've been working on his dad too. It wasn't just Michael. I've been working on James too.
Yeah.
So I don't know why James isn't there.
Huh.
Now the caller is all, it should be there probably because that's another family group in this group. But it's like, I don't understand
Interesting.
exactly what's going on with some of that. That's on the McConnell side. But see, I worked on these people about a month ago, and they're in there. So I don't exactly understand how this works. That's why bookmarks may help you more with doing your immediate research. If you've got a whole family group you want to work on, bookmark, maybe some of the men and some of the women, so you have that whole family group. Because one of the things I'm finding in working now is if I work on one surname, I'm going to be working on about 5 because I'm not working on just the person that's this person. I'm working on all of them. And I may break it loose because I'm working on the mother's side. When I start hunting for a mother's maiden name, I'm working the surname that she married, but I'm also looking for all the possibilities of who she might be. And then if I find her, it can open up a whole 2 or 3 more new surnames that you won't have. So be aware of those things, but that helps you with bookmarking. I'm going to try this again and hope it doesn't crash. Good grief. It crashed.
That's weird. Mine's up and it's not crashing, and I played around with it.
Well, I wonder if it has to do with the Shouse tree because it's old. Who knows? Anyway, that is the way it goes. Anyway, are there any questions?
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question off that subject. Your whole family tree, the whole thing on your screen shows up in blue. Your people are blue.
Yeah.
Is that in the master? I mean, I'm green the way it came.
I found that for somebody once, and now I'm trying to remember where I found it.
Maybe it's in the plan itself or tool.
Oh, it should be under customize.
Under options, maybe. I don't know. It's trivia, I know, but I was like, wait a minute, down there, color theme, ancestry theme colors.
Yeah.
There it is. It's on options on general. Bet you that's it.
Yeah.
And then it says ancestry theme colors, Windows theme colors, and Windows classic. See down there, go down to the middle of the street, go up.
Yeah, Windows,
right there.
that's where it is.
That's where it is. That's what it is. So if I pick Windows, I bet it'll change. Yes. That's easier on the eyes, that funky green I had.
Well, but you have Windows Classic colors, which are the grays, which I find hard to read.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And yeah, I don't like the ancestry green.
It's kind of, I don't know what you would call it.
Ugly.
Oh, but that's the way I've had it forever. Yeah, the gray is, you're right. The gray's kind of hard to see. I've never
I
played.
like that the blue is the easiest on your eyes.
Yep.
Right.
The That green reminds me of pea soups. Pea
It
soup.
does look like that.
Anyway, Joe finally figured out how to get in. So we're going to go back over some of this once she gets in. I guess she's in. Joe, unmute and let me know you can hear us and see us. I guess she's there.
Shows are there.
Yeah.
I'm here. I just can't work stuff.
Okay. We've kind of finished, but I'm going to go back over everything so you can see stuff. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Color coding, you get to in this top area, it's the fifth one over from the right. I'm going to clear all my colors in this one. You can go in and take a person and real simply go to color code. And if you want to do all the ancestors, all you have to do is click this button and hit enter or click, and it will automatically, well, it didn't do it. Why didn't it do it? I'm having trouble with Family Tree Maker today, Joe. It
Oh no.
has crashed about 4 times.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not nice. Pick that one. There it went. See all the colors?
Yeah.
My grandparents. All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna clear these colors. And then you can do all ancestors and pick a color. Or you can do the current color and select up to 8 colors. But the other thing you can do is go to one of your, the furthest back person. I can get to the furthest back person
Yeah.
and tell it to do all of the descendants of that person in a color. And why is this not? It may
Now-
crash again.
This color button, does it automatically show up?
It should if you are on 2019 and have the up-to-date version.
Okay.
And see, it puts a little color dot over on the people that are the descendants of that person.
Oh yeah.
And so like on this guy, say I want to make him green.
Hmm.
That puts, oops, I did it wrong. I didn't say descendants. All descendants. Oh, come on, there we go. Well, it's not working.
Hmm.
Well, it might be working and it just is being really pokey hokey. There it goes. And see where there's overlap? That person has 2 colors.
Hmm.
So let me go back up to him.
Hmm.
And down one more. And so you can do each one kind of at a time. But then you can tell where kind of where your people are coming from.
Hmm.
There was green.
Hmm.
have I already used him? Yeah. Anyway, you can see what this does because if you come
No, you don't.
back over to her and she has dots for everybody that you've marked. There are up to 8 colors that you can use, so you're limited to the 8. So use them wisely. The other thing was bookmarks. And I usually bookmark the oldest person up that line. So I know where my tail end is that I need to work on. And so it's easier to figure out where I need to go and work.
Yeah.
But you can also use bookmarks, you know, if you wanted to mark all your Revolutionary War patriots,
Yeah.
or if you wanted to mark all your War of 1812 people. You could also, you know, or you could use bookmarks to work on, if you're working on a particular family and you're having trouble navigating that family, bookmark the primary ones that you keep going to, so you're not having to constantly go back to your index. And you do them by, you right mouse click on them, and down at the bottom it says add bookmark or delete bookmark. So it's real easy to add them and change them. Okay.
Okay.
Are there any questions?
Mhm.
I was going to tell you the thing I discovered is I had color coded my grandparents. And when you click on clear all colors, it clears them all. Like
Yeah.
all. So, but you think it's better to go, originally I did my grandparents, the 4. I think I was, or great grandparents. Anyway, they used up 8 colors. Earlier in the other summer, I thought you talked, or even this one, you talked about going the furthest person back and the other way. So would you put a color on the man and the woman? Different colors?
You're limited to 8 colors. So
I know there isn't enough.
There isn't enough to really do them if you're very far back.
Yeah.
So the best option would be to do, well,
Like 8 of them and go backwards, go current 8 and go backwards is what I had done.
Let's see, that would be,
I think I had it.
that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I
That
lost
would
it.
be your great grandparents.
Yeah, that's what I did. My great grandparents.
Yeah, I think that's what I had. I got to redo it because I just lost it and I lost my piece of paper that I had it on.
Anyway,
You know, I took masses of stuff with me to North Carolina and I worked on lots of it, but paper shuffled around and whatever that little paper was, I lost it.
anyway, I would take and do a color of each great grandparent up and then descendants, so that your direct line is going to collect all those colors.
So how would, wait a minute.
So like, wait, let me clear this. So like on him, I'm going to say all ancestors.
He's a great grandfather. Okay. All ancestors. Yeah.
And then I'm going to go do all descendants.
Oh,
And take her.
The same color for the descendants.
Yeah, and I'll show you why I think that this might be the best way to do it. Because all of a sudden, this is occurring. Let's go back to the index.
yeah, no wonder I couldn't find it. I was in bookmarks.
Yeah, okay. And then, you know,
I
Wait.
see what you're saying. And then,
you see what this is happening to her? She's getting all the different dots.
yeah.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And like I said, you can only do 8. So I did it again. Doing your great grandparents is probably the better way of doing it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let's see, what color was that? Okay, I'm on this color. I did it again. I keep hitting that for top one. Because then well, the other thing about doing it this way, you can really see maybe some of your holes. And really and truly, I mean, this is my mother-in-law's mother. So this is Mitch's grandmother. So this is about the realm of that you're going to get to for autosomal DNA. This level
Which level?
that I'm the great grandparents
Oh, okay.
from her, the person I picked to do the colors from. Now I go back to here, and you know what's funny? Now there it is. The green shows up here, but not here. But if you go to her children, they're going to have those colors too. And so like Mitch and his sister are going to have those same 8 colors. Okay. Does that make sense?
I think I have to do it. Yeah.
But it lets you, it's a very, color coding is a very visual thing to help you do stuff. And, you know, I can now go over to her. Well, let me reformat this so it's in the right place. Well, go to him. I want to go to Newsom. I don't know why it's not letting me do this. But one of the things that as you go back further than this person,
You know, and if you make
it's picking up and getting the other people in that line are red. And if I click on her, it picks up everybody that's yellow. I'm having navigating this. Well, somehow that didn't get everything captured.
Oh, that's weird.
So that should fix it. This is a way of finding out if you clicked on the right thing. There we go.
You're right. You got to play around with this. Okay.
All right. And Yes, let me see. See, all of them have color. They should each have, this should have 4 colors. And these should have 2. But then, like, if you go to Theophilus Pierce Shaw's and go up his line, everybody should be red that's up his direct line. And this is, now it looks right. This should be orange. Okay? So I hope that helps. Because it makes it easier and more visual to see. And over here, it helps you in your indexing, be able to see how people go together.
This has been a production of the Dallas Genealogical Society. If you're already a member, thank you. If you're not a member, please consider joining now by going to dallasgenealogy.com and clicking on the membership tab. Your membership dues will help us support the genealogy section of the Dallas Public Library, and it will allow us to continue our education and preservation efforts.